So I didn't really know what video I was thinking out today. So brief little update on the library comics, comics I check out. Because usually by this point I would have a good stack finished and a good stack of movies finished, whatever. I'd be returning those just so I could get the other books. That is not going to happen until next week. So everything is going to be pushed off a week for library, and as far as that's concerned. The reason why that is because my usual ride can't drive me, so, and it was just one of those things that I was like, you know what, I was thinking that myself anyways, because there's so many movies I checked out, and the whole new rule they had with how many you can check out at one time, and all that shit. For that, you can check last week's video. TLDR, you can't have any outstanding books, and you always have outstanding books. I returned plenty, so it wouldn't be outstanding for too long, but I don't like it being for too long, because nowadays they can't check them all out at one time. They have to wait for you to return the books before they can check out any outstanding books. But that's that. So I'll make sure I have plenty to return so I can check it, so I can request new books. That way I'm not going even slower than I usually am, which isn't too slow, but I'm going slower than I am right now. So that's that. Of course, there's no way. So the next video will definitely be birthday haul. Definitely will be that. Well, whether it's brief or long, it's whatever. Because if it's gonna be if I get books early, I'll show those off. But if I don't, which I don't think I will, then I'll be showing off the books that I got from from parents. It's possible I'll go to the mall beforehand, so you might get a brief comic haul before that. I don't know, but hopefully all goes well and get all the books that I'm supposed to. But no promises that it's going to be a part 1 and part 2. I'm hoping, knock on wood, that I'll be all in part 1 and have like one book that I know for a fact is going to be a bit late, but it's a volume 3, so I'm going to say, oh, volume 3, like honestly, I'm thinking of just printing a picture of the book and then just showing off what it is, and then showing off, based off like what volume 2 has, how many issues the series is, what volume 3 would collect. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into the comic haul. Not comic haul, comic reviews. So first one up was a huge surprise. This was one I've read several times before. This is Peter Parker, The Amazing Shutterbug. But Mark Bernardin writes this issue. And I love this issue. This is a fantastic one-shot. You didn't have to know what was going on with Heroes Reborn. They caught you up in this little thing here. This little blurb here, it caught you up on what Heroes Reborn was. It was really good. And it made me care about the Squadron Supreme enough to want to almost check out, honestly, not Omnibus. The Omnibus I was just looking up the other day, and it was not too expensive, and if I was out of print, but it's not. I'm not going to get it, obviously, but maybe I will. Maybe next month I'll take a little break from getting so many Image comics and try and get, I'll still get a few Image books. Maybe I'll get it. I'm not going to do that. We already know I'm not going to do that. But, yes, nice surprise. I did like this book. I read it every now and then. I'll read it again and like it just as much as I did the first time. Nice little one-shot. Then we have another Spider-Man book. And actually 2. I forgot all about this book. So, issue 1 was a gift from my cousin. Not the one I stream with. The one that gets me comics that I don't really see all that often. I've only mentioned him a few times, but that's how I refer to him as. But yeah, he gave me that one. And it was funny because I wasn't even planning on getting the book to begin with, so it was kind of like, you know what, I'm gonna get it now. This is Non-Stop Spider-Man. This is all of these except for one I've read several times before. You may have even seen a review of these books, some of these books beforehand. But yes, this is Non-Stop Spider-Man, all 5 issues, and I thought this was decent enough. I think it was a bit too frenetic. I think it goes too fast, and it also wants you to get invested in the story. I think that's where the conflicts arise. But overall, I like this book. And I like that I have this, white pager, so I can make sketches on it. The black marker. Not a white marker. I think it's easier to do. And this is the one I've only read once before, and this is my first time reading it, and that's Maestro, all 5 issues. This one I really enjoyed. This is probably the best of the bunch because it was the first. It was my first time I read it before. At least for nonstop Spider-Man, it's been a long time because for the longest time I didn't have the follow-up Savage Spider-Man, so I didn't want to read it again. I read it once before. Then the Savage Spider-Man got announced. I think a few months later, whenever it got announced. And I was like, okay. And it was after I finished the 5-issue miniseries. I was like, oh crap, there was a follow-up, and I never got the follow-up because I never had it. And I was lucky enough to get the trade on sale. And they had Marvel had digital sale with that Gwen. They had that book on there. I was like, okay, I'm getting that one. But this one I was first time I read before, and I would say this is the pick of the week. I don't really do a pick of the week. It's like quick comic reviews, but this would probably be the pick of the week if I did have to choose it. Very good, and I'm glad I have all the sequels to it. There's just several sequels to this book. There's a nice Peter David Hulk book. I was surprised it was Hulk. I thought it was the Maestro. I didn't know what to expect. I thought it was like the one that's introduced in the end, and then like there's that character. I don't know. I don't know anything about Peter David Hulk. I know very little about it. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna do these quick. So Batman Universe. I think you've seen. Oh, there's only two more left, anyways. Awesome. So Batman Universe and Justice League. You've seen reviews of them before. They're great. They're fantastic books. They're underrated. Go check them out. That's it.